Hey YouTube, today's video is going to be on OBGYN versus having a midwife and a doula. And there's two big differences. It's two completely different things to me, kinda. So, let me give you background on how things went when I had an OBGYN. When I first found out I was pregnant, I went to OBGYN. And this one actually is the one that delivered me. Like, she's still in practice right now. She was cool, you know, but my appointments, it just felt like they were really rushed and just, come on, I got other patients. Not like she was like, I don't want to bash her, but it was not as personable, and yeah, it wasn't as personable as I would need for this being my first baby, you know. I need more care and attention and more time, and just I don't want my appointments to be rushed through. And every appointment I had with her, it felt like that. It was like, okay, first get there, can you pee? You can? Okay, go back there, pee, get a sample, come back out, here she is. I'm gonna take you in this room. Before we take you in the room, take your blood pressure. Then we're gonna take you in the room, wait on the doctor to come in. Doctor comes in, you got any new questions? You can think about it if you want to. And it's just so fast. And then after the ultrasounds are done, it's really, once they're done doing ultrasounds, I forgot what week they stopped doing ultrasounds, but after that week, it's really fast. They just she measures my stomach, and then she checks the heartbeat with that little Doppler thing. But after that, it was just, my appointments was going by even faster. It was just so, it was just not personal to me, and I was not liking how they was going. Like, I didn't like it at all. So, what else? Oh, and another thing, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all when I get to the midwife thing. And another thing, like, everything with them is like, when I asked her about the water birth, laboring in water, she was just saying it was unsanitary. Like, she like down talked it because the hospital she was at didn't do it. And I'm just like, huh? There's so many people that do water labor, you know, labor in water, have water births, and their baby is fine. People that do this shit at home, like, I don't get why I can't do it. Like, why is it unsanitary? It just, her answer was just real short with me when I asked her about that. I ain't like that. And then, like, oh, everything was like medicine. Like, I don't like taking medicine. One, I barely can take pills. Like, I just learned how to take pills when I found out I was pregnant. I had to take prenatal pills, and I had to take like a nausea pill, and they didn't have like a gummy version of it, so I had to like force myself to learn how to take pills. I didn't know how to take pills all my life, y'all. Like, I'm a gummy liquid type person, but now I can take pills. But like, whenever there's like something wrong with me or a concern, like with my iron, it would always be like, oh, well, we can get you iron pills, get you a pill for nausea, pill for this. I'm like, okay, there's no alternative. And then she would suggest like eating more foods with iron in it, but she wouldn't be like giving me certain things to eat. Like, it would just be like green leafy stuff, like the basics, which you would look up on Google and be like, oh, okay, iron. But it wasn't like, what do you like to eat? And then I'm gonna like pick a plan for you to eat, like tell you what to eat. You know, I don't know. I feel like your doctor should be able to personalize what you need in order for you to get to what you need to do. You feel me? But I wasn't getting that. So, that was another thing. And they had taken my blood at one of the appointments to check, I don't know, they were checking hemoglobin, iron levels or whatever. And it was checked, but I never got anything back from that. And then, Baby Q's dad we were talking about, like, he don't like hospitals. So at first he wanted me to do it at home, which was something I was into too, but like, it's very expensive if insurance doesn't cover it, and insurance does not cover, my insurance doesn't cover at home births. So my next bet would be to go to a midwife that's at a hospital. So we were researching that, and I switched over to the midwives at OSU hospital. Well, it's a long story. Like, The grandmas, baby Q's grandmas, were not excited at first. They thought I was freaking, both of us were losing our minds. But everybody's on the same page now. But at first, when I first switched over to a midwife, everybody was just thinking I was just moving crazy, not caring, just being careless, reckless. Because the hospital that I transferred over to was a lower rated hospital than the hospital that my OBGYN was at. But the hospital that I was being switched over to was where the midwife was. I just wanted to speak to one. That's all I wanted to do, is at least speak to one. See my options and see what's going on. Okay, that's all I wanted to do. But nobody was like hearing that at first. But I did that. I had my first appointment at this, this is a hospital out east. I wasn't excited about that, but at least I was going to talk to a midwife. That was all I was thinking about, was this daggone midwife. So I met her. Completely different from my OBGYN. I don't like bashing the OBGYN because, like, yo, she was cool, but it wasn't what I needed. So I meet the midwife. She was super nice, personable. First thing this woman says to me when she walks in the appointment room was, do you know you're anemic? I'm like, yeah. Like, girl, I've been knew I was anemic before I was even pregnant. I've been anemic. And she was like, I'm out of breath, y'all. But she's like, your iron level is very low. You need to get that up. It went from a 12 to an 8. And if you know anything about iron levels and stuff, that is dangerous. That can be very dangerous during birth. Like, if I with blood loss, I might need a blood transfusion. I'll probably be really loopy after birth and barely be able to, like, nurse and care for the baby. Like, I would just be the one just out of it if I didn't get my iron levels up. And I was not told this at my OBGYN. That bothered me. Like, the first time she meets me, she points that out and lets me know. And then when I'm with the doctor, the OBGYN, she never said nothing. So I'm just like, what? I feel like there's a whole industry, bro. There's so many documentaries I've done watched about giving birth and, like, the industry of it all, because it is a business. Hospitals make money off of you, duh. So yeah, I feel like they make money from giving you a blood transfusion. So maybe that's why she didn't tell me. Like, if I don't let this girl know that she has low iron, when she gives birth, she's gonna need a blood transfusion. Check. That's another check, you know. Walking lick. That's what I was to them. That's how I felt. It was a walking lick. But she told me immediately. I was able to adjust that. And what else about the midwife? Oh, she was open to everything. Any questions I had, like the water birth, she was able to explain how much it does help during labor. It's not unsanitary. She told me how sanitary it was, how the process goes. Just everything was just different from what my OBGYN was saying and stuff. Like, I just felt way more comfortable with them. And my appointment was like, it wasn't rushed or nothing. Like, she sat there and talked to me as long as I needed to talk to her. And then after that, I contacted Root, which is a doula organization in Columbus, Ohio. If you're in Columbus, I recommend Root, and they cater to black women, only black women, and they will set you up with the doula. And the doula is just someone who helps you throughout your pregnancy and definitely during your labor. Like, my doula, as soon as I go into labor, I will hit her up and she will be at the house with me, just walking me through labor until she thinks it's time for me to go into the hospital. And, like, she helps me with nutrition. My doula, okay, my doula is a nutritionist, she's a chef, and she's also a lactation consultant. So she helps me, she's gonna help me with all that stuff. She's already been helping me. But the midwife, they encourage skin to skin contact, and they encourage breastfeeding more than the OBGYN. Like, she encouraged it, but at the same time, she she didn't go into depth about it like how I needed it to. So basically, I think the biggest difference between a midwife and an OBGYN is the midwife shows more care and explains things more deeply to you, especially for a new first-time mom. Every midwife that I've spoken to through the OSU has just the same amount of care and will sit down and talk to you, explain whatever, all of that, and show you all your options and listen to what you want too, like see how they can help you achieving what you want to do. Especially with me, especially with me, I really want to do breastfeeding. I really want to breastfeed him. Like, he's going to be like strictly breastfed. No formula over here. Formula costs too daggone much. I don't know about what's in it, all that. Like, no offense if you do formula, I just don't want to do it. So one of the biggest things I've been on is like milk supply, latching on, and like just knowing as much as I can about breastfeeding. So, and they've been helping me with that. And also my doula is a lactation consultant, so like she will be able to help me once the baby's here with breastfeeding. And she makes lactation like cookies and different treats you can make to increase your milk supply, just everything. And the thing with the doula, she doesn't just stay with me for my pregnancy and the delivery and everything. She stays with you for 5 years. So this is a woman that's going to be in baby Q's life for real. Like, she's auntie doula for real. So that's another thing I like. It's not just, okay, I got other patients. Like, she is going to be around. So it's not going to be like OBGYN, you have her through your pregnancy and then you labor, and then you pretty much don't see her unless you go to her for your regular appointments after. So yeah, that's the biggest difference to me. I have a blog that I'm going to start, and it's going to be in the description. And sorry I'm out of breath, y'all. This is just, I'm big and pregnant. But I have a blog that's gonna that I'm gonna start soon. It's gonna be in the description, and it's just gonna be like a mommy blog, makeup review, you know, type of stuff on my blog that'll go more in depth. Because sometimes when I do videos, I remember stuff as I'm editing, and I'm like, oh, I should have said that. I forgot to tell them this. So I'm gonna have a blog soon where I can like have my video on the blog post, and also have like a few, maybe like 2 or 3 paragraphs on something I left out, or just having links to something if I need, like linking you guys to Root if you're in Columbus, or linking you guys to OSU, all of that. Like, I'll put it in the description for this video, but for the next videos I'll have it on the blog. And yeah, that's something I really want to do a little mommy blog family type thing. And you guys see behind me, his room is coming along. It's not done yet. I'm gonna do the nursery tour when we're done. But we have the sky cloud wallpaper and the balloon lights. These, my mom got these at IKEA. Got these at IKEA. And then I'm gonna I need some more wallpaper. I'm gonna put more wallpaper on this wall, and then have his name on the wall. Get a name sign off of Etsy or something. And then his crib is right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. And then the rocking chair is right here. And storage. And then y'all already seen him in my last video. Not my last video, but the 35 week or 36 week. I think it was 35 week update where his clothes are in my closet. And then I have a diaper organizer over there in my bed, and the TV, and a futon's gonna be right here. So yeah, I'll do a whole nursery room tour when it's done, and hopefully that answered you guys' questions about OBGYN versus midwife and doulas, because it's something I really did want to touch on in a video, because I really feel very strongly about it. Because I think before you knock it, you should definitely at least speak to a midwife and see how you feel about the midwife versus speaking with your OBGYN, and see how different it is and which route you want to go. So yeah, that's the video for today. Just wanted to do a quick little topic video, and if you have any questions or anything, you can always hit me up on my Instagram or comment below and I will get back to you. Yeah, see you guys next time.